Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to my NHL 20 franchise mode here in Columbus, Ohio. And in the previous episode, we beat the Washington Capitals in 5 games. And you know what? I thought they gave us our struggles there. Game 1 OT win, could have gone either way. Game 2 we lose 6-2. And then I think after that we lost Austin Matthews. He's out for the rest of the playoffs. The rental that we got in free agency is gone. He was great all season. He had 86 points in the regular season. And now we lose him. But after that, only after putting up 5 goals in 2 games, we put up 14 in 2 after that, and then 5 more. So our offense just clicked after that. And I don't understand why. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. But let's check out the stats. Let's see the stats here. Obviously, Jeffrey Woodworth is leading this team in points. Good for 15, 5 goals, 10 assists. He's the best player in the NHL, one of the best of all time. Hall of Famer. Matthew Savoie with 12. Joshua Waugh with 11. That first line is just automatic. They just keep getting it done, and they had a rough first round, even though they did great. I was expecting better. Second round, they really come up clutch. All of them putting up decent point totals. Decent? I mean great point totals. And then the biggest surprise, Carol Hansel. 10 points in 9 games as a rookie. He did get a taste in the playoffs last year. 2 points in 5 games. This year, 10 in 9, and he's been an important part to our success. He is a third liner, and our third line struggled most of the regular season, and he was the most defensively reliable player on that line all season long. He was a plus 13 in the regular season? Yeah, exactly. He was quite good for us. If he dips off after those first 2 rounds, of course I'll be a little disappointed, but the production so far has been very helpful. Maxime Prohorkin, MP3, is having a great playoff so far. 5 goals, tied for first on this team with Woodworth. 8 points, and all of them coming on the power play. So he is a power play specialist. That is important. I'm glad our power play is working so far. Jacques Giroux, who had a rough regular season because we did play him on the third line for most of the 82 games schedule, but coming into the postseason, putting up 8 points in 9 games is huge for us, and he's usually been a good playoff performer. Austin Matthews, who did have 6 points in 6 games before his injury. We lose him, which is not good for us. That really sucks. He's gone until July 4th, so that's almost, I think that's almost before, that's just after free agency. That sucks. It really does. Valery Kamitsky with 4, which wasn't bad. He really stepped up there. Kilo Fallon with 4, which is kind of disappointing. I expect better from him. So that second line is sort of out of whack. I'm not sure. But going forward, it'll be the proof that I need to see if he is a first-line center. Okay. Lucas Inglis, he did come in for relief of Austin Matthews. 3 games, 3 points. Can't ask for much more than that. Zach Baton with 2 and Dietz with 1. Makinen with 1 as well. He's been quite disappointing this postseason. I don't know if it's because he's been matched up with great third and second liners, or I don't know what it is. Usually he's a pretty decent playoff performer. Yeah, 11 points here, 11 points there. Usually half point per game in the playoffs. Not a great postseason for him so far. He was a -2 in the regular season, so I don't know what it is with the depth. Maybe it's a new coach. Maybe it's something we have to look at, but we are winning games. Okay? Dietz and Piton have kind of been disappointing, but they're at a 0 plus-minus, so until we start losing games, then we can worry, okay? Defense, Stu freaking Cam, 9 points in 9 games as a defenseman. Are you out of your goddamn mind? 1 game winner, 1 power play goal. So we have 3 defensemen here with game winners. Alfredson, Abel Carlos, and Stu Cam. All of the blue liners, or a few blue liners coming up very clutch for us. Stu Cam is a beauty. Abel Carlos also having a standout post-season for us. That is huge. He is losing morale because of ice time. I don't think he's a top 2 defender, though. Well, I'm not sure. Jurgen Alfredson, 5 points. That is quite good for, I believe this is his sophomore season with... No, this is... Yeah, this is his sophomore season. 20 points in the regular season. Yeah, he's been quite good for us. And you got Steve Ernie with 2 points, plus 5, so he's helping out. Mikko Jarvinen with 1. And then Pierre Jakobsen is a plus 5 with 0 points. So most of our blue liners, or half of our blue liners, are doing quite well. Goalies, Vyacheslav Kavanov after a rough regular season, 8-1-0 after 9 games, good for a .920 and a .222 goals against average. So he's coming in clutch. There was a few games there that I was kind of iffy about, but the majority of the time he gave us a chance to win the game. A bunch of OTs, I believe currently that's 3 OTs in the 9 games that we've played that he's held us in, and we've been able to win it. Okay? Which is huge. That is huge for us. And today, we are facing the New York Islanders, one of our biggest rivals ever. I want to see how they are shaping up. We know a few of the weapons they have. Last year, I believe we beat them in pretty handedly, but I'm not sure about, because this simulation is always weird. One year we do great, one year we don't, and they have a worse team. I don't know. But the Islanders. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. They got Nathan McKinnon on the 4th line. His offensive stats are probably still, yeah, quite solid. Okay, that's something to keep in mind. First line center, Curtis Morgan. Yeah, he's a great first liner. First overall pick in 2024. Then we got Nazir Linzen and Tolfson. So that is a friggin' fantastic first line. All of these guys put up decent points. Yep, 79 for him. 83 for Morgan, and then you got Linzen, and I'm not sure how many, but 52, which on the first line, I don't know if they've just been swapping them around very often, but you know you have a very deep team if Edo Iguchi is on your second line, and I think that is smart for them to do. 8 goals in 11 games, this is the guy to watch out for. $15 million man, he's worth it. I am scared of that, because he'll be playing against MP3. So it's time for MP3 to step up. Even better, okay? Robert Roswell, former Columbus Blue Jacket. Of course, we have to face a former Blue Jacket. Because, of course, am I right? Stapleton, that is a very, very good second line. You know Iguchi is going to help these guys produce. Third line, you got, Strimbu? Jimmy Strimbu, then you got Vitaly Kratsov, and then you got Andrei Svechnikov. Yeah, they got their weapons. That is a very, very scary third line. Better than ours, I believe. Fourth line, you got a ripe, old, 41 years of age, Nathan McKinnon, who has the offensive stats. Regular season, he put up 47 points on the fourth line. Yeah, he's a beauty. This might be his last season. He wants to go out and win that Stanley Cup. Then you got Wokin Kortnall, and then you got Igor Skulubov. That's a very good forward core, but their defense, how's it looking here? Yeah, better than the teams that we faced before, so let's start at the top. We got Louis Sawatazaki. Then you got their best defenseman, Ronnie Walensky. It's not a bad pairing. Walensky is definitely their cornerstone there. Then you got Donovan Zajac, Caleb Willis, Simmons, and then you got Hugo Bergeron, who is a forward. Excuse me? Do they have an injury? Okay, Hikila's injured. They'll probably throw him in there, but I'm unsure what they're going to do, because Bergeron on the defense is kind of iffy. How's his defensive stats? Not great, but I guess they just filled it in with the best player available. Oh, okay, New York. I see what you're trying to do. Goaltending, Caden Marshall, one of the better goaltenders in the NHL statistically. This guy always seems to be at the top. 908, 914, 910 here and there, 908. He's a good goaltender, and we faced him before, and he's not a guy to take lightly. He's not a guy to take lightly. Now, we know this team relies on their offense. I know our team is very solid defensively. Maxime Prohorkin is an 88 overall. It's up to you, MP3, to shut down Edo Iguchi. You're paired up against that guy. If I don't see you putting up numbers offensively and we're losing games, I'm going to come for you, bud. Okay? And then in the West, you got the Edmonton Oilers and then the Dallas Stars, two teams that we have fought in the finals before. It's time for the Eastern Conference Finals. We have home ice advantage. Here we go. First period. 2-0. Jeffrey Woodworth on the power play. Jurgen Alfredsson makes it 2-0. We outshoot them 10-7, and that is the first period that I wanted, Columbus. Let's keep this momentum going. 3-0. Samu Mäkinen, I believe his first of the playoffs. I'm not sure if he scored before, but he did have 1 point. That is what you need to do. The dagger. It's 3-0. They have their weapons. We outshoot them 26-14. But we have a pretty decent lead headed into the third period. Power play early, can't get it done. Okay, power play again. Matthew Savoie on the power play. Our power play is dynamite currently. Samu Mäkinen, his second on the evening, and that is exactly what I wanted to see from him. Power play again. And Tolfson breaks the shutout for Kavanagh, but Kavanov's had a pretty solid game, keeping us in there. And we win game number 1 pretty handedly. A lot of our big guys coming out clutch. Samu Mäkinen grabs the first star. Obviously, after a rough start to the postseason, he comes in big in game number 1. And that's exactly the kind of steps that we want to take in this round. Okay, here we go. Game number 2. First period. 2-1, Matthew Savoie and Jeffrey Woodworth making it 2-0, but Nathan MacKinnon on the power play. This guy knows when to score. They have a lot of weapons that kind of scare me. We outshoot them 10-9. It's very close. We have an open game here in Columbus. Period number 2. It's 5-2. Dietz on the board, a guy you wouldn't expect. Matthew Savoie, Andrei Svechnikov gets the Islanders second on the evening, making it a 2-goal game, but MP3 is first of the conference finals, making it a 3-goal game. They outshoot us 24-19 though, so Marshall not having the best of games. Third period, here we go. Can we take both on home ice? Power play, can't get it done. It's a close one. Even though it's 5-2, they have their weapons. There's one man that I haven't seen in quite a while that I don't ever want to see. You know that name, and I'm not going to say it because it's like Voldemort. If you say it, he'll appear. Come on. Shot it down, and it looks like we will grab both at home in Columbus, Ohio. They outshoot us, but they do not outscore us. Matthew Savoie with the first star. Kavanagh had a great game as well, keeping us in it again. The Edmonton Oilers are also up 2-0 over the Dallas Stars. That is interesting. Game number 3, we're headed back to New York, or I guess we're headed to New York for the first time, but we're headed to New York. We've been here before in the Barclays Center. Here we freaking go, Columbus. Get it done. Take a stranglehold. First period. 1-1. Abel Carlos on the power play, and then Lin Zinn ties the game pretty late. We outshoot them 15-6, almost tripling them up on shots. Second period. It's 3-3. We scored 2 straight. Maxime Prohorkin and MP Matthew Savoie, you know. That is what I like to see. But then Curtis Morgan and then Nathan MacKinnon, his second of the conference finals on the power play. We have an even game. We were up 3-1 and then we blow that. Kavanagh, you got to be better than that. We outshoot them 22-19. Third period. It's another close one. Samu Mäkinen, his third of the conference finals. Stapleton ties it up on the power play for New York. Come on. Somebody come up clutch. Power play again for the boys. No, power play for them. Oh, we kill it off. Are you kidding me? We killed that off. That is excellent killing, boys. Come on. Come on. Somebody come up clutch. Somebody come up clutch. And it looks like we are heading to an overtime. You know the rules. It's not an elimination game, or it's not the Stanley Cup Finals. Shots are in our favor, 35-27. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go, Columbus. Come on, Columbus. Somebody, anybody. Come on. Come on. Somebody end it. Somebody end it. And we get it done. Joshua Waugh, his first of the conference finals, ends it in overtime. So, we've been to 4 OT games in the postseason thus far, and we won 4 of them. That is what you call clutch, Kavanaugh. Clutch Kavanaugh. Did I just come up? Did I just do something? Clutch Kavanaugh. If you're watching this video and we win the series, comment Clutch Kavanaugh, but spell clutch with a K. Okay? And the Edmonton Oilers are also up 3-0 over the Dallas Stars. Do we have a rematch in our future? Okay, game number 4. We have a chance to end it here in New York. Come on, boys. First period. 1-1. Okay, Hugo Bergeron playing on the defense. And then you got Joshua Waugh, his second in 2 games. They outshoot us 15-12. Okay. Second period. And it's 4-1. That is what I'm talking about. Kamitsky makes it 2-1. They have a power play, but Caleb Dietz scores a shorty to make it 3-1, and that just takes the air out of the crowd. Joshua Waugh, his second of the evening, and he is coming up big here in the last few games. Okay. Third period. We have a chance to head to the third straight Stanley Cup Finals. Come on. Come on, Jeffrey Woodworth. That is the dagger. There is no way they get back in this game. Power play again. No need to score. Insult to injury. We look to be headed to the Stanley Cup Finals for the 3rd straight year. Come on, boys. End it out. Let's do it. Let's get this bread, boys. 6-1 victory in New York, and we are headed to the Stanley Cup Finals. I don't know how many times I'm going to say that. Joshua Waugh, you were an instrumental part in the previous 2 wins. OT victory, and then game number 4, you come out with 4 points. Kavanaugh with a very solid game. If you're this far into the video, comment Clutch Kavanaugh, but spell it with a K, okay? Okay? And we are headed to the Stanley Cup Finals, and it looks like, Dallas is trying to pull the reverse sweep. It's been a pretty short episode, so I'm going to go ahead and show you the stats thus far. Let's talk about it. Looks like Jeffrey frickin' Woodworth leads this team, 24 points in 13 games, almost 2 points a game. Matthew Savoie with 21. They both have 8 goals. That is huge for us. And you know what name we didn't see in that round? Edo Iguchi. So Pro Horkin did a fantastic job shutting him down. Joshua Waugh with 19 points. That first line is automatic, boys. Beautiful, beautiful round from the top line. They just keep getting better. Maxime Pro Horkin, he is the next one. He is maybe the future captain of this team. I'm not sure. He's a beauty. 22 years of age. He's just going to keep getting better. 7 goals in 13 games. Can't ask for much more. What a beauty. Carol Hansel, who didn't get any better. He scored 0 points that round, but he was good defensively, okay? Khalil Fallon, who really stepped it up there. He had 4 points that round, which every point matters. Every goal counts. He came up big for us, okay? Jacques Giroux, who 2-game winners in the postseason so far. Same with Joshua Waugh. Good for us. Look at you go, boys. 8 points in 13 games. I don't think he had a lot of points that round, though. I don't think he did. Samu Makinen, who had 5 points that round. 3 goals? Yay, 3 goals. What a round for him. That is what I'm talking about. He turned it around. 6 points in 13 games. Could be better because of his first 2 rounds were kind of terrible. But 6 points 5 of them being in one round is huge. Valerie Kamitsky, who I believe didn't have any? I'm not sure. Austin Matthews, obviously, is injured. Lucas Inglis with 5 and 7. He's been pretty productive for us. He had 2 points that round, but in 7 games, as a depth forward, he's important. Caleb Dietz with 3. Piton with 3. They're honestly pretty good defensively there, helping us out there. That is huge. Defense, how's it looking? Stu Cam, as a defenseman in the postseason, is putting up over a point per game. 13 games, he has 14 points, 4 goals, 10 assists. This guy's a beauty. Plus 15, this guy's trying to go for the Conn Smythe. Are you kidding me? He's been huge. Few penalty minutes, but man, oh man. What a beauty. Abel Carlos, 11 points. He's having a breakout campaign. Jurgen Alfredsson with 6. Ernie with 4. He is a plus 14, so that rental is definitely helping us out. Mikko Järvinen with 2, and then Pierre Jakobsen with 0, but he is a plus 6. Okay, our blue line has really helped us out so far. 2-game winners for Jurgen Alfredsson as a defenseman. I will keep that in mind when we're renegotiating your contract. Okay, goaltending. Yeah, it got better for Vyacheslav Kavanov. 12-1-0. Good for 1 shutout. 923 save percentage and a 213 goals against. Clutch Kavanov. That's what I'm talking about. And it looks like we're headed to the Stanley Cup Finals. But the question is, who will we be facing? We will be facing a rival. Either the Edmonton Oilers or the Dallas Stars, it looks like. We will be facing Shane Wright's Edmonton Oilers. Thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed this one, please leave a like, leave a comment, share with people who you think may enjoy this sort of thing. I'll see you in the finals. Ciao.